I stared down the barrel of that snub-nosed revolver, I kept on thinking, if Granddad's pacemaker goes off at this moment, the shock is going to force him to pull the trigger on me. The manufacturers of the faulty hardware will be as accepting of a lawsuit as my mother will be of his explanation. When I left that Brooklyn kitchen with little more than a sweating brow and the Wilson male pecking order firmly established, Grandpa was persuasive. Lawmakers' Bramble was in his hands a menace. Like some of them, his threat to the public has a safety. They say that mass shooting victims are piling up like shell casings at our feet, but the mathematics of massacre are misleading. Last I checked, Klebold plus Harris plus Holmes plus Cho don't add up to one McVeigh. Not a shot fired at the Murrah building in Oklahoma City, just so much fertilizer blasting a hole through this government's sense of safety that to this day, I still smell the bullshit. The same manure that grew the cowboy. Demigods with lightning bolts chambered in six-shooters who knew pistols could be such persuasive evangelists. You know, in case doubtful engines have reservations, this is the narration of how the West was won. But if a Sioux warrior can let 3 arrows off before a settler could reload once, why is Smith and Wesson getting credit for what smallpox accomplished? It wasn't the cannon but the cult that cleared cattle country. So where does your protection truly lie? You know, if this government went tyrant, you wouldn't know where to shoot. And now you're mistaking your neighbors for targets. And when your desert eagle replaces your decency, you're more likely to discharge it. Is that your gun? Or your cheat sheet for when you flunk communications. Crazy students cram for finals. Fact, lead is immune to all magnetic fields but a wounded human aura. Not saying that this accounts for all innocent blood. Just that the Karipi Indians native to Newtown, Connecticut ain't surprised this could happen here. In a culture in denial of its spiritual nature, gun control beats self-control in the priority pecking order. It's not insanity, just dyslexia. That's why we call our weapons peacemakers. I like to see a machine gun meditate, for I've seen kitchen knives pierce the armor on a bulletproof vest. I have seen words transformed into force fields. My poetry was raised in a venue where wordplay and gunplay were as close as the lines on college wallpaper. I mean, how could we not be in the crosshairs when the cross streets of the venue were literally Sixth and Chambers, open mic night in Arkham Asylum, crowded with Crips, Coke boys, and call girls, and all they had was a notebook full of flammable redemption and an audience full of matchstick spirituals. Have you ever seen a thug burn into diamond? Have you heard gangster rap turn back to a love language? You know you are guarded by the angels when a ring of sinners forms your halo. I am no saint, just reminded them they could be. Pretty boy poet turned peacemaker. Granddad, your baby boy is persuasive. But I don't squeeze pistol hammers to build up a body count. I squeeze people's bodies like hammers to build accountability. Yeah! Work on peacemaking. Victim care is simple. Just ask, how many deaths does a person have to die before they finally pull the trigger and find their faulty hardware and load your love into its chambers? Wow.